As you can tell from the syllabus, the remaining points in the course will be based on a series of website development and social media projects. Let's go back to the schedule and take a look at that. But you'll notice in the graded assignments portion of the course on the syllabus that there's a listing of the types of things that you'll be working with. Let's take a look at those real quick and see how that's going to develop for you. To do that, we'll go on to the schedule, and let's take a look at the first project. The first project is related to Google Sites, and what you will create a Google Sites website and use it as a mashup or repository for a variety of other social media projects. Now, to make sure we get off on the right foot and that we're well organized, the first part of this assignment is a planning process in which you register with all the various Google and social media sites that you need, and you create an overview and a planning scenario for the organization that you're going to be working with, so that you have in front of you as you develop your site a sense of the objectives and what the organization is trying to accomplish. And these are some of the types of things you can work with. Now, our assumption here is that you're going to be working with the organization with which you were employed, and you're developing these resources for them. Note as well that you will be filing a web presence planning report so that the rationale for all your decisions about how to use these resources will be very clear, both to me and to the people in your organization who might be using that report. And then let's go through and see how the site develops. First of all, you create the basic sites and add Google Analytics and Webmaster tools early on. And as you can see, there are a variety of web-based tutorials and video tutorials to help you through that process. When you get that done, when you have that portion of the site completed, you submit the URL as GS1 in the Blackboard system. So you simply come back to Blackboard, go to the assignments page, and click the appropriate site here where it's ready to go, and submit the URL. Early on in the process, we're going to go piece by piece, module by module, a little bit at a time, to make sure that we're on track and that everything we're doing focuses on the organizational website. So we developed a site for a 10-point assignment. We then do Facebook and Twitter and develop appropriate support resources here. That's a 5-point assignment. We have an additional 5-point assignment in which we use Picasa and Picasa web albums to get images online and to geotag those to show their location. We then develop a YouTube profile, create channel, upload videos there we can integrate into the site with video tutorials on how to go about doing that. We use Google Maps to develop an integrated multimedia map related to your organization to show information on that. That's a 4th module. We then take some time to look at the Google Places system, and so where you will manage your organization's listing on Google Places. That's also a 5-point assignment, and then you'll create a blog. And then you will pull all this together by returning to your Google Sites site and creating channels and gadgets in which all this material is integrated and displayed to your users. You file the URL of that site along with your web presence planning report, and that is the completion of your first project. Now, beyond that project, the ones that follow are not quite as detailed in their operations because by this time you'll be on board with understanding how you relate the site to the organization and how you pull all the stuff together. You still have a planning and evaluation report, and in the second part of this, you create additional resources on the site related to your organization. You embed a Google Calendar. The electronic catalog is essentially a shopping cart resource that you can turn your site into an e-commerce catalog site. And you also use SurveyMonkey to develop an online survey that you can use to do marketing research directly with your users. And these components are the things you add in the second portion of the project. The third portion of the project is devoted to promotion and diagnostics of the site, and it's here that we're going to use Google AdSense, AdWords, and Analytics to host advertising on your site, to create advertising for your site that's hosted on other websites, and to find out about our audience and our users using the key metrics of Google Analytics. So by the time you finish this portion of the project, you will have completed a very expansive web presence that includes all kinds of social media, images, videos, maps, a Google Places listing. You will pull them together in a website which integrates a lot of that content, but also provides the opportunity for online survey research and a electronic catalog that you can actually sell items from the site. And you will have in place the mechanism for monetizing the site by hosting ads, by promoting the site through paid advertising of your own, and also to analyze the behavior of users on the site through Google Analytics. So you will, by that time, have created a very substantial and useful organizational web presence for your organization that will go with you beyond the class. And the total of those is 150 points over the 3 projects. That completes the graded assignments for the class, and those are the things that you'll be involved with throughout the course of the semester. Notice that there are no specific dates for any of these activities. In fact, you can proceed through the course at your own pace. The only thing you should do is make sure that you work in parallel, so that as you early on, as you're developing your understanding of the value of different types of social media and blogging and video on the sites, that you are also performing the task of adding those to your site. So that as long as you work in parallel, you can work largely at your own pace, and as soon as you turn in items either through quizzes or through components of the website projects, I will grade those and make those grades available to you in the Blackboard system. So that's the overview of what we're going to be doing this semester, and that concludes this video tutorial.